Hello to all traders and welcome to another edition of Market Insights. This video has been once again brought to you by Orbex. So today we're looking on the major FX currency pairs such as euro dollar and dollar yen. After we've seen a slight recovery in the euro, and this came after an ECB council member has hinted that there will be a rate hike in July for the European Central Bank, and we've seen on the back of that the euro recover, especially against the against the dollar. The euro dollar pair actually jumping a few pips on the news, and this came after we saw the 103 handle being breached once again. The last time we saw this was at the end of 2016. So a half a percentage point raise in July has seen this move to the upside, and ECB President Christine Lagarde has signaled that it will be the first jump in the interest rate since over a decade. So if you look at the stats for the interest rate, we have seen it come down from 2012. The last time we saw an increase was 2011. So we'll see if that comes into fruition and what that would mean for these currencies as well. So we've already seen a few ripples in the financial markets. And what I just want to emphasize, I've just brought it all the way back to the last time we saw these previous lows at the end of 2016. This was December. But look at the support levels here. And now if we bring it back to the daily chart, we are now looking at, as you can see, this dissension in the euro, very bearish market. But since these comments have been made, we've seen this bounce, and if you noticed, it was just almost breaching the mid 103 handle, and now we jumped up to 107. So you can imagine over 300 pips being made in just a few days. So I'm just keeping an eye on this cluster now, because we are trading still below the Ichimoku cloud on the daily chart. But the only thing that I am concerned about is we are looking now at a slight hidden bearish divergence, because prices could be a bit oversold if we get into this territory and it gets a little bit more confirmed, and then we can see another move to the downside. However, this could be a slight correction and then another move to the upside, which will penetrate the cloud and then bring prices higher. So a lot of traders are expecting this euro recovery to keep on going, especially as we go into the first ECB press conference, which is next month, and on the 9th of June, and then as we go into July, there is supposed to be an interest rate hike, but we'll see what pressure the chairman is under. So if we look on the 4-hour chart as well, as you can see, a very nice bounce here, and we are set for these recent highs that we saw not so long ago. This was only at the end of April. So this is more than likely to happen at the moment. As I said, we could see a slight correction and then a move to the upside again, depending on this particular bearish divergence that we're seeing. I'll just remove these drawings, it's easy to see. So as you can see, very clear bearish divergence there on the RSI, and now we are moving into this territory where we could see another move to the downside and then moving back higher. So euro dollar, very exciting times, hasn't really been very bullish for a long time, very depreciated euro in the near term at least. Now just looking on the dollar yen, I wanted to emphasize the dollar yen because as you can see here, again, we are looking at the fact, just remove some of the drawings, it's easy to see. We are looking at the fact that we are seeing the dollar yen make a correction. So this safe haven asset is looking to have a downside bias for a little bit of time here. And it's very bearish at the moment, and if we start penetrating and touching the top border of this Ichimoku cloud, then we can see engulfment and then a move lower. So again, a little bit of a reversal from the euro dollar. The dollar yen is actually looking very bearish at the moment. So just looking at divergences, you know, we have a slight pickup in these divergences here, but it just depends. If we get a little bit lower, then again, this could be a very hidden bullish divergence, and then we could have prices start moving a little bit higher and then possibly another move down. So it'd be a little bit choppy at the moment for the dollar yen. So we're just looking out for that as well. You know, these major currencies are always exciting to trade because there's always liquidity in the market, especially after the early Australian and Asian session have come to a close. Once the European and the American sessions start opening, we do get really vast moves in the market. So on the 4-hour chart, I just want to put a slight descending channel here, because it is more likely than not that we're going to see prices start moving in tandem If we start breaking out of this channel, we could see another move lower. We could have another test in the next few hours, of today for this top border, and then that would be a little bit of a confluence of the lower border of the Ichimoku cloud as well. So we'll see if there's heavy resistance there and a move lower as well. So very exciting times for a lot of the major currencies. Just keep an eye on the headlines and keep an eye on the next ECB move, because that should shake markets quite significantly, and that's coming up shortly. So this will be very, very, let's say, very tumultuous time for the big Forex pairs. So that's all from today's Market Insights video. Join me again tomorrow to see what's hot in the market and in the main headlines, and we'll look at the opportunities then. So until then, bye for now.